Yeah man, Gwaan people. Welcome to Bartley Street studio. We'll give you a quick overview of what we have going there. So DJ Cool Breeze there and we're gonna take you through. So come in. So right here so you can see the great Abbey Road. Who knows, but Abbey Road are one of the one street in England, and they have a famous studio. That's how the Beatles do most of them work there. So very iconic studio. But I see this in one store and we see like say put the fine New and then Cool Breeze, you know that me, my team represent this. So we have go inside. Alright, first now we have here some, let me see now what we have some. Oh, Extreme Media Group, so that's how we represent. Phone number, that's just, we all style, and then you don't know some sticker, but boss drop a down right there. So look out for him, bad artists. When I first artist we do some work with and then there's some sticker and gear and buy over the years. Put them this, so let's step right in. So then in this studio now we're gonna start over here, so the control desk. So alright, what may I work with? Interface wise, so we have the Apollo Twin X, which is a 4-core. So it have 4 processors in there. If you know nothing about the Apollo interface, them have them own processors, so the plugins them work inside it. So this is the Twin X, and then below it, right here, so we have the Apollo UAD satellite. So this is just an extra processor for the plugin them. So this is an 8-core. With a satellite actor, 8-core, so mainly focus on use a whole for UAD plugins, so you don't have to stack up on that. And then we have right here, so the brains are everything. These are the Max Studio M1 Ultra. We're talking about M1 Ultra, so I think this is the maxed out version. Yeah, it is. So it have 128GB of RAM, I think 2TB hard drive, and then we can always add additional external storage. And then over here, so we have the Kensington trackball mouse, and then Pro Tools keyboard. I think them people make this, they make keyboard covers. I use keyboard covers over the years, but it always tend to rub out, so I just go for the keyboard. It's just like a regular Apple keyboard. It just got these, it light up and everything, so work out better. And then for this surface, this is the Behringer X Touch. It works pretty decent with Pro Tools, and then we get this extra overlay that kind of make it more customizable and fit my needs with Pro Tools. So all of the buttons them represent, the faders are touch and motorized, so them work by themselves, as you can see. And then for this iPad, it's a base level iPad. Me use it to work along with this, with the X Touch app. Well, not the X Touch app, it's an app that Avid made that works, so it works seamlessly. And then from this on now, this is my TC Electronic. So it's really when I do mastering and such, Clarity MV2. So check your levels, check your whole balance and everything with your mix, your stereo image and all that. So good piece of gear for have outside external gear. And then yes, so now I have the Mackie Big Knob Studio Plus. So this is a monitor controller. So I have 3 sets of monitor, 1, 2, 3. So when you mix, you want to reference different monitors, make sure your sound correspond and translate to different sources, right? So this is my main purpose for this Mackie Big Knob. It does the monitor controlling. Then over here, so now for monitor wise, I have this this is a Avatone Cube. So it's not necessarily basic speaker, but them not really come with a sub frequency. So when you mix, you kind of use them to translate your mix to how it would sound on different speakers. And then I have the KRK. I think this is like some 5-inch monitors. KRK monitor. Them just a extra set of monitors. But my main monitors is these Adam Audio. I think I don't remember the model, but it's supposed to be. I think it's T7. Yeah. So these though, very good man, very good mid-range. I have the sub with it. I don't hook it up because for a space like this, I don't really need this sub. But yeah man, and I'm gonna tell you some more about these monitors, because if you can look around the room, if you look around the room, this treatment for the acoustics, I didn't have to do a whole lot of work with the acoustics, and I will talk about that shortly. But yeah, so the main monitors is these Adam Audio, and then we're gonna take you around some more now. So I use outboard gear. So if you can check out here now, I have a bunch of outboard gear. So first we're gonna start at the top. So we have this right here is the Focusrite i20 i8, 18 inputs, 20 outputs. So yeah, this is a Focusrite interface, and I connect it to ADAT to this Apollo Twin. So I add the 8 inputs to the 2 that's on here. So I have 10 inputs. I can actually record 10 mics at once when I hook it up through ADAT. Right, so that's if I need it to, because I have other for this space we're gonna do other things than just recording. So I have plans for a podcast where we have multiple mics, so I needed an additional interface with more inputs. Then below it now I have this 1176, and this is a clone. This is a clone from the popular 1176 Warm Audio. They do a lot of clone original gear from vintage gear. Either the vintage gear too expensive for me to buy, or so this is sounding good. I mean, plugins, they have the plugins, but hardware, because I try to record straight in, so I have to do not too much mixing. So I have this WA76, and then below it now I have this clone again, Warm Audio. I'm a fan of Warm Audio and their products. So this is the clone of the Neve 1073 with the EQ on it. So this is it, and then below it now I have the Warm Audio 2A, and this is a clone of the LA 2A. So like I said, I'm a fan of the Warm Audio. Their products are pretty reasonable, and that works for me. So this is the outboard gear I have. So I'm gonna go ahead and all right, with the right here. So let's check this out. This is a mic that I keep outside in the control room, and this is to see if I do any type of voiceover, because like I said, this studio now is more than just a recording studio, just for recording. We do other things than just record music. So voiceover, if you're doing a tone cry or any ads or whatever, you can do right here. So, and have a mic out here, so instead of we go back and forth in the booth and all that. All right, so we're gonna come and check out the booth. So this is the recording booth, and yeah man, this is treated properly now, because recording take place. You want to have your recording as dry as possible. The ceiling, you can see we have the cloud ceiling with the it look nice. All right, mic wise we have the and again pop filter, regular standard. Warm Audio again, this is a clone of the popular 87 microphone. So Warm Audio 87, and it's pretty good. This is the main mic we use in the studio. It kind of fit most artists' vocal voice. And then we have here is the headphone, close back headphone, Sennheiser headphones. Very good headphones, man. It do what it does, not allow no bleed or nothing. And then we have a headphone mixer, just in case if I need to have 2 artists in here recording at once with the same mic, they can hook up a second pair or up to 4 headphones, and each of them can control their own volume and all that right here. So that's for the booth, pretty much nothing really fancy. So we're gonna go back outside now. We're gonna check out some of the microphones that I use here. All right, so this microphone again, this is a Warm Audio clone of the popular Sony CG 8000 mic. So this is the WA 8000. So yeah, them knock off the Sony CG 800, I believe it's called, but very good mic. It's a tube mic. So it come with a whole freaking box that you have to hook up to it. And then here I have 3 Rode pod mics. These mics go towards the podcast. Like I said, that's why I have the Focusrite interface with the additional inputs for that, because we're gonna have different mics to use. Alright, so over here now we have the Beast. This is all the mics you ever need. So this is made by Townsend Lab, and you know it's the original. So UAD, they bought Townsend Lab. So this works in conjunction with the Apollo interface. So it pretty much clone, I guess, every mic, every popular mic. This thing here, it's a beast. So you probably can have this alone and don't need no other mics, you know. So this is very good. And then here I have the popular Shure SM57. It's a pretty versatile mic. You can use it to do everything. Main reason for me though is more time we do some freestyling at the studio here, and then is a cardioid mic, so it don't pick up anything from the back, and it's not a condenser, so it don't really pick up sound that much. It's a regular mic, regular dynamic mic, so it's good for if you're recording in here with the speakers playing. You don't really pick up a lot of things from behind it. So very good mic, SM57, tough. All right, and then I have the Audio Technica, just I would say pretty budget friendly mic, 2035. I have an X Audio Technica. This I think is a 2030. It's like one of the first mic I ever own. But you know, yeah, it's a 2020, AT 2020. So they look kind of the same, but all right. And then this mic is very special. So this is a reference mic, and I spoke to earlier about this room not having treatment, as you would go into a lot of studios and see a whole bunch of treatment, and the reason behind that is technology. So this mic, you use it to pretty much reference the room, and then the profile that it creates a profile for the room. And then these speakers now, I'm gonna show you the back of these speakers. So at the back of these speakers, you have an Ethernet port, so it's remote control, right? So what this sound reference mic does is it takes you about an hour or so to really read the room and check all the sounds in the room, the acoustics of the room, and then it creates a profile for this particular room, and then the profile is uploaded to these speakers, so they are flat regardless of treatment. So this is yeah, you can check it out more, but this sound reference mic is made by SonarWorks, and they come with a software, and you do all of that, you know, reference the room, and then you upload the profile to the speakers, and then it gets complicated a bit. But if you're in a stable situation, you can just set your speakers, because if I move the speakers, I have to read them back again, read back the room based on the position of the speakers. So, but yeah, so that's that. SonarWorks. And then over here now, this is just my little I'd call it my vintage section. You know, this JVC radio, just old school. You know, some of these young artists or young people now doing music, they probably don't know what this is. It's a cassette. Cassette, you know, old school. So yeah, I just have it for reference, but it works fully. I think it what you gonna eject cassette, it have the radio on it. So turn this on. Yeah, probably pick up RFM. Yeah, so that work. And then over here I have a bunch of equipment on it, but it's pretty much a turntable. Like I said again, most younger people probably don't know what a turntable is, because them grew up in that era. We can't blame them, but then we have a little collection here just to demonstrate the turntable, you know. Funny thing, I only have about 7 of these LP or records. So this is what they have. We used to use for young people. This is what we used to use to listen to music back in the day, you know. Vinyl. But I call it vinyl, definitely I forgot for Michael Jackson, Thriller, one of the greatest albums ever, right? MJ, big up MJ. But then recently, Apple Music named its #1 album of all times. And guess what was the #1 album? Lauryn Hill, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, #1 album of all time, and guess what? I have it on vinyl. Probably gonna see if she gonna pop up anywhere near me. I can get her to sign this. But yeah. So that's #2, and then can't have a collection without the legend Robert Nesta. Yeah man. Vinyl, you know. And then I mean, hey, whether I'm the greatest rapper ever, but I'm the one of the most influential, you know. Jigga man. Cool. And then of course you can't have this. So I mean, if you go big up Jigga man, then you have to big up this man. Kanye West, College Dropout. And then Take Care, Drake. See? Yeah man, so that's my small collection, and just to demonstrate to people who wanna know where the music come from. This is just my little history section. Then we have some other stuff down here like reference material, mixing, Pro Tools stuff, and then just some gear that I use, and just have this in this corner. So that's it pretty much for Bartley Street Studios and what we have. So if you're there in town, Manchester, any side, and you want some recording, vocals, voiceover, whatever, you can come and check out Bartley Street Studio. DJ Cool Breeze, engineer, owner. We can check it out. So just stay tuned and look out for some work come from out of the studios. Yeah man, respect, one love.